We're gonna bring the hands together, and I want you to build a little bit of heat or friction. Big sigh out of the mouth. And then I want you to place your hands anywhere on your body that feels like it needs a little attention. So it could be your head, your neck, your heart, anything that you feel like needs a little bit. I want you to close your eyes and just find your breath for a moment or two. Imagine you can breathe into that space.
Hey, sorry. Did you just mute John? Because it keeps putting him on the big screen.
I did mute him.
Okay, perfect. I think it's fixed now.
Okay.
Thank you.
John's leading the class today. All right, give yourself a few big breaths wherever your hands are and just kind of imagine your breath going to that part of your body. So if your back is bothering you, your knees, anything that feels like it just needs a little bit of attention, I want you to focus on that and take a few deep breaths. We'll relax the hands down. And I want you to turn the palms face down on your knees and just really gently start to rock through a seated cat-cow. Maybe even taking your time, you can take 1 or 2 breaths in each position. Coming forward, shoulders roll down, maybe the nose lifts up towards the ceiling, and then rounding through the back body. Bring it all the way back to center and start to roll the shoulders. Give yourself some pretty big, exaggerated motions. You might get the arms involved. Think about opening up the chest space, kind of counteracting that position of being hunched over at the computer. And then roll it in the opposite direction. Relax everything down. And I want you to tip your fingertips outside of your hips. Drop the chin towards the chest and start those slow head and neck circles. And just be easy with it here. Maybe even paying attention to where you're holding. If one spot feels a little bit stickier than the rest. And then we'll change directions. Bring it all the way back to center. Find that length in the spine, draw the belly in. Turn the palms face up, and we're gonna inhale, lift the arms high and wide. And then on the exhale, we're gonna fan the arms out. Good, just like that a couple times. Inhale, lift. Think about stabilizing the low back by engaging your belly muscles. So instead of letting the rib cage kind of flare out, you want to pull it in just a bit. And the next time the arms are lifted, let's stay there. Right hand comes down to the mat. And we're going to just walk those right fingertips out and reach our left arm over the body towards the right. If it feels okay on your neck, maybe look up towards those left fingertips. And I want you to take 3 full deep breaths. Belly pulls in. We'll use that strength to bring you back to center. Both arms reach. Left hand down to the mat. And we're going to walk the fingertips out. Grow long through the right rib cage as you stretch the right fingertips towards the left. If it feels okay to your neck, you can rotate the gaze upward. 3 deep breaths. Belly pulls in, lift yourself up. Keep the arms lifted. You're going to interlock your hands together with your index fingers pointed straight up. And I want you to reach up long, maybe wiggle in the spine just a little bit. Good. So we're going to do a couple of rounds of breath of fire here, just to get the body warm. Breath of fire is that quick exhale out of the nose as the belly pumps in. So the inhale happens passively. Let's take a big clearing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale for breath of fire. Inhale, hold. Exhale, relax the arms down. Good. Inhale the arms up. Give a big sigh out of the mouth. Inhale, breath of fire. Inhale, hold. Relax it down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Give a big clearing exhale. Last round. Inhale, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Good, relax it down. Walk your fingertips all the way out in front of you and let the head drop. Slowly start to roll up your spine. And we're gonna switch the direction of the feet and the legs. So whatever leg was in front or on top, just flip it. And then walk yourself all the way back out. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up. We'll stretch out the neck one more time. Bring the right hand up and wrap it around the left cheek. Pull the right ear towards the right shoulder. So the arms overhead. And if it feels okay, you can send your left arm out to your left and kind of rotate the palm forwards and backwards and just see where you're holding tension. So the palm faces forward, palm faces back. Gently lift the head all the way back up. Left hand wraps around to the right cheek. Gently pull the right ear towards the right shoulder. Right fingertips reach out and you can just rotate the palm forwards and back. Bring it all the way back up. So if you're sitting on a blanket, we're going to move that. And we're going to come into boat pose, Navasana. So you guys have all done this before. And you know your options. Feet can stay on the mat. Upper body tilts back, arms extended. You can have hands on the mat, legs lifted, or you can lift both. I want you to find whatever works for you. And then you've got the option here to add breath of fire. If you're going to do that, we'll take a deep breath and begin. Extend your left leg out. Extend your right leg out. Bring the left leg in. Right leg in. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale. And on the exhale, come all the way forward to tabletop. Let the belly drop, stretch it out. Shoulders pull back. And then just start to flow through your cat-cow as it feels right to you. You might start those big hip circles. If you're flowing through those hip circles, go ahead and move in both directions. When it feels right, you'll draw the knees back underneath the hips. Go ahead and tuck the toes and start to walk it out in your down dog. Be easy with it, pedal the feet out, give the hamstrings time to open. Maybe you shake out the head and the neck. And then start to find that place of stillness. Just kind of settle into your down dog. Feel the legs activate. The belly's pulled in strong. On your next inhale, roll the body forward. Come to plank. Fire up the core. Press through the palms. Lift up. Good. Drop down to the knees. Sink your hips back for child's pose. Inhale, lift to table. Tuck the toes, take it back into down dog. Bring it forward into plank. Steady yourself here, core is active. Drop down to the knees. Press it back into child's. Inhale to table. Exhale to down dog. Starting to find that rhythm. Roll the body forward, come to plank. We're looking for about 3 full breaths here. Drop it down to the knees. Press it back into child's pose. I want you to move through 2 more at your own pace, whatever way feels best to you. Flowing with your breath. Beautiful, guys. After that second round, you rest in child's pose. There's no rush if you're still moving. And maybe this time you take the knees a little bit wide in your child's pose. We'll stretch the arms as long down the mat as we can go. And we're going to walk both arms over towards the left. Head stays relaxed, and I want you to focus your breath along the right side body. So underneath that shoulder joint, through the rib cage. Bring it through center and carry the arms over towards the right this time. Focus the breath on the left rib cage. And bring it all the way back through center. We'll lift up into our tabletop. From here, belly's gonna firm. And we're gonna send the right leg back. We'll start with the toes down on the mat. And I just want you to fire up that right quadricep. Feel the hip engage, the belly start to work. From here, send the left arm straight out in front of you. Keep those low belly muscles working, and we'll lift the right leg. Knees and toes point down, breath is solid. Left hand meets the mat. We're gonna step the right foot all the way through for that low lunge. Get light on the fingertips here, kind of lift up through the torso, and just make sure you've got the joints stacked, knee over ankle. And just start to pulse. So we're gonna straighten the right leg, and then we're gonna bring it forward again. You're gonna move with your breath in a way that feels nice. When you're ready, extend that right leg all the way straight, toes down or lifted, totally up to you, and let the torso melt over the right leg. Keep the leg extended, but get long through the spine, so kind of come up on the fingertips. Good. And we're gonna open up into a twist. So left hand meets the mat, right arm is gonna reach all the way up. Right hand comes down to the mat. Go ahead and sink back into the right knee. And we're gonna roll ourselves up to that high lunge, that low lunge. So go ahead and reach the arms overhead. Think about squaring the hips, squeeze the thighs towards one another. Fully lifted. Grab hold of the left wrist. You're gonna reach up, 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 and over towards the right. Bring yourself all the way back to center. Hands come down to the mat. Energize the left leg. So extend fully through that left leg, preparing to lift up. I want you to think about squeezing the legs towards one another. Draw the belly in, and you're gonna lift and hover. So send the arms back behind you, torso is barely hovering over that right leg. Deep breath in, and you're gonna send the arms up. Stay in that hover, and then exhale, take them back. Good, twice more. Inhale, bring them forward. Exhale. One more time. This time we inhale all the way up. High lunge. Beautiful, guys. Bring the right hand to the hip. Send the left arm straight out in front of you. Belly is strong. You're going to twist to the right, so look over your right shoulder. Bring it all the way back up, and then down to the mat. Go ahead and step yourself back into a plank. Hold here. Good, drop to the knees. Send it back into child's pose. Come back to your breath. We'll lift ourselves up into tabletop. Fingertips stand out. Let's send the left leg back. Start with the toes on the mat and just fire up the left thigh. Feel the belly activate. We send the right arm straight out. When you're ready, lift the left leg. Focus on your breath. Right hand meets the mat. Go ahead and step the left foot through. Low lunge. Fingertips are light. Start to find that alignment. Maybe lift up a bit through the torso. Okay. And then start to pulse. Extending that left leg. And then bending back into the left knee. And then we're going to hold with that left leg straight, toes up or down. Let the whole upper body drape over that left leg. Lift only the torso. Plant the right hand to the mat and prepare for a big twist. Lift that left arm all the way up. We'll relax the left arm down. Ease yourself back into the left knee. And we'll start to rise up. Arms reach overhead, squeeze the thighs really strong. Grab hold of the right wrist and lift up, 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 and over towards the left. Bring it back to center. Both hands come down to meet the mat. Tuck the right toes under. Get long through that back right leg. And make sure the hips are even. I know you'll know that. Both legs are super active. On our breath in, we're going to lift up and hover here. Send the arms back. Torso is barely over that left leg. Big breath in. Belly engages. Reach up and out. Exhale, take it back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take it back. One more. And then rise all the way up. High lunge. Good. Left hand to the left hip, right arm straight up in front of you. Twist right from those abdominal muscles. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, unwind, bring it back to center. One last lift. Exhale, fold. Come back into plank. This time we lower flat to the belly. Engage the arms, come all the way down. Beautiful, guys. Maybe you stack the hands and just rest the forehead for a few breath cycles. We're going to send the right arm straight out in front of us. The left arm is going to come palm facing up alongside the body. On an inhale, we're going to lift right arm, left leg, head, neck, and chest. But I want you to think about lifting up really slow and controlled so your body doesn't just spring up. So let's try it together. Inhale, right arm, left leg, head, neck, and chest. Imagine I've got my hand on your left foot and your right arm, and I'm pulling you out and then up. Go ahead, exhale slowly down and switch sides. Left arm extends out in front, right arm is alongside the body. Prepare yourself. And then inhale to lift, right leg, left arm, head, neck, and chest. Exhale, lower. Stack the hands, take a breath. All right, let's put it together. Both arms, both legs, head, neck, and chest. Use an inhale, so kind of draw the belly in to prepare, and then inhale, lift, both arms, both legs. Good. Take the arms out like a T. See if you can lift your torso a bit higher. Take the arms alongside the body, or maybe you interlock the fingers together, lift up. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Relax completely. Good. Bend the knees and just start to swish the knees left and right. And then relax the legs down. You're going to grab your strap and just flip onto your back. Go ahead and hug your knees in. It might feel good to place the hands on top of the kneecaps and just swirl the knees in a big circle. Go ahead and move in both directions. Bring it all the way back to center. Turn the palms face down alongside your body. Activate the belly, and I want you to send your legs straight up towards the ceiling. So feet are flexed. Your knees can be a little bit bent, but I want you to focus on pressing through the palms, through the shoulders, through the arms, activating the abdominal muscles to where this feels a little bit more challenging than it has to. Breathe here. Nice long breath. And then go ahead and bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Keep pressing through the upper body, and you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling for bridge. Interlock the hands together behind the back and roll up onto the shoulders if that's something you're comfortable with. Unclasp the hands, let yourself roll all the way down. Go ahead and grab your strap. And you're going to loop it around the ball of the right foot. Send that right leg up towards the ceiling and just take a second to kind of point and flex. Hopefully the muscles are pretty warm by now. And you're going to put a little bend in that knee if you need to. And I want you to flex the foot really strong. Go ahead and send the left leg long down the mat if that's available to you. So both hips stay on the ground. Maybe close your eyes and just breathe into that right hamstring. Visualize all those little muscles uncoiling, releasing. Beautiful. And then soften your grip on the strap. I want you to bring the strap only into the right hand. And we're just going to take a few circles with that right leg. So they don't have to be very big circles. We simply want to mobilize that joint. Go ahead and move in the other direction. We'll bring it back through center. Strap remains in the right hand. Take your left hand to the left hip bone, and we're going to ease that right leg over towards the right. Again, you want to try to stay grounded through both hips. So don't let that left one peel off the ground. On your next inhale, lift that right leg up. Move the strap into the left hand and start to ease the right leg over the left side of the body, so taking it in the other direction. And this side is usually a good bit tighter for most people, so just be easy with it. It does not have to touch the ground. If it feels okay, you might turn it into a twist, so you can turn the right arm out in a T shape and kind of look over that shoulder. Take one more deep breath. We'll ease it all the way back towards center. You're going to unhook the strap and just send the right leg long down the mat. And take a moment there to feel the imbalance in the body. Restore your breath. When you're ready, hug both the knees in. You'll take the right foot to the mat, and you're going to loop the strap around the ball of the left foot. Send it up. And just point, flex the foot a time or two. Just notice if this side feels any different. And then we're going to hold in stillness here. So you're going to flex the foot, maybe soften the bend in the knee. Send the right leg long down the mat. Focus your breath on the back of that left leg. Loosen the grip on that strap. We'll take it into the left hand and just find those leg circles. So you're going to just swirl the left leg around. And then move it in the other direction. Bring it back to center. Strap stays in the left hand, right hand to the right hip, and we're just going to glide that left leg over towards the left. Ease and inhale, ease that leg back up through center. Strap moves into the right hand, and you're going to take it over towards the right. And again, just notice how this side is different. Be easy with it. And if you'd like to send your left arm to the left and look over that shoulder, that's going to give you a bit more of a twist. Give yourself one more full breath. And then ease your way back up through center. Unhook the strap and send that left leg long down the mat. And just give yourself a moment if there's any movement you'd like to take before Shavasana. You want a happy baby, or perhaps you want to grab a blanket for under the head or under the knees. Just take whatever would feel right to you. And then let yourself start to settle into complete stillness once you've had that movement. Allow your whole body to settle. Give yourself complete permission to relax and let go. You let go of control over the breath, control over the physical body. You have full permission to settle into complete stillness and just be. Begin to deepen your breath. Allow yourself to bring some alertness back to the room, back to your body. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Maybe let the head go left to right. And stretch the arms, stretch the legs, or hug them into the chest. Find what feels good. And then begin to make your way up to a seated position. Hands settle at the heart. And just let yourself take a moment, feel appreciation for showing up, for moving your body, using your breath, and just carving out a little space for yourself. Thank you, guys. Namaste.